Welcome to the Hyperdash podcast, where two friends hang out and talk about video games. Unfortunately, my co-host was not able to make it this week because it's Labor Day weekend and he's out of town, but hopefully I'll make it worth your while because we're talking about my speculations for the Town Hall 15 update in Clash of Clans. But usually we start out talking about like what games we've been playing this week. And personally, I've been playing a little bit of Overwatch, always Clash of Clans, and still Clash Royale, although like I don't find it very enjoyable because my win rate is like 30%, I estimate. But like, hey, you know, like once the gold pass runs out, by the way, yes, I'm a pay to win user if you want to call me that. But then again, they have like that event going on. Yeah, by the way, I mean the Clash Fest is going on, and I was very surprised that went on right after the huge Clash of Clans like month-long anniversary, or not even Clash of Clans, like the Clash universe with the whole alternate reality Barb got zapped by a Tesla thing, that whole, you know, like in-game event for like an entire month, and then they drop another one on us because it's like competitive and stuff. Like the Clash World Champions, excuse me. What else have I played this week? I mean, it's 30 days until Overwatch 2, whoop whoop. Yeah, no, Blizzard really made us wait. But like, hey, you know, there's actually just a leak floating around Twitter about the new Fox support hero. First of all, I hope she's good and fun to play, and I hope support becomes more fun in Overwatch 2, because I did not enjoy support on the beta, and like, support is all I play. You know that your boy be maining Mercy, but yeah, no, support just like generally wasn't enjoyable as a semi-casual player, so I hope they fix that. But I don't know. I really want to have faith in Blizzard. Anyways, if I have Control. I played a little bit of Control this week, which was, I think it was really fun for me because I haven't really played single player games, and it was great to experience just the great story and the great graphics of Control. I didn't finish it, and I might put it down for a while, but the time that I was playing it, it was really enjoyable. It was like on sale on Epic Games, or it was free on Epic Games like months ago, maybe even like a year ago, I'm not sure, but it was free at some point. So, well, that gave me a perfect segue into my next topic of reminding our listeners not to forget to pick up their copies of Shadow of the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition for free this week on the Epic Games Store. I'm not like paid by them, by the way, and also like how would I profit from that, because it's literally free. But it's like a AAA game that normally costs like $40, $60. Hold on, let me search that up. Yeah, so normally it would be $40, and it's like a AAA title, and I've heard like really good things about it. So yeah, even if you don't ever intend on playing it, just pick it up, see what happens, you know? I'm gonna be there for the graphics. Also, I saw this game that I have been wishlisting on Steam for a while. I just hit my mic, called A Story About My Uncle. And when I did more research about it, first of all, it went on sale for like $4, so it's kind of like an insta cop for me because I'd been watching it for a while. But it's like it's like a first-person platforming game, with like a grappling hook and just like, you know, fun movement mechanics. So it's like if you want to lean fully into the movement mechanic platforming type thing, then I guess this is the game for you. But like otherwise, you know, that's like pretty much the entire game is just the mechanic of using this grappling hook to like get where you want to go. Anyways, I saw that there were mixed reviews about it, because they said the end game like slowed down significantly, and that it's kind of like a niche game. You have to really enjoy this type of platforming. I played a little bit of it this morning, and I thought that it was pretty darn fun. For like $4, I'm getting more than my money's worth, I think. And in terms of the graphics, I mean, they were pretty good, but there weren't really any settings where I could like there weren't as many settings as there were in like today's games. I don't know. It was very weird. But like the max settings were like they're like the medium settings on like Control, for example. But then again, like I don't think RTX was even like out back then, so unless they remaster it, you know, Anyways, the graphics are like pretty darn good, but like I don't know, it was like a 2018 game or something. Yeah. And while we're here, I might as well tell this story about this morning. I was recording for the project that I was talking about earlier, the Hyperdash podcast on YouTube, and I'm just doing some basic setup things. Got to record some background footage to get on. By the way, you can go and like pre-subscribe to the YouTube channel. It'll be down in the podcast description before the videos even come out. Videos coming out soon, hopefully. I had Overwatch on, and I needed just like to go into replay mode and like capture something, right? But I was like, hey, I might play a couple of comp games. Yeah. So, what? I queued for 1 DPS, lost it. Queued for tank, lost it. Queued for support, lost it. That was a great morning. They were all placements because it's like a 30-day season. Yeah, no, it was just like an unfortunate series of events. It's like a 1 out of 8 chance that. Wait, is it 1 out of 8 that like you choose 3 games and and all of them are losses? It's like flipping a coin 3 times. Sorry, why did I go into statistics there? Excuse me, I'm like low-key sick this week. In other news this week, I'm a plant dad now. I don't know why, but like I just had the desire to. I'm a lonely guy, okay? I don't have much. First of all, my room is very empty, very lonely situation. So I'm like, what if we get a little bit of life in there to like spruce it up a little, And so I researched a little, went on the old Wikipedia rabbit hole, except I didn't even go on Wikipedia. I went on like gardening website, blog thingies. And they're like, yeah, you should grow carrot tops. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to grow a carrot top. So I had like this old bottle from a college visit. And I put some potting soil in it and I put the carrot top in. By the way, did you know that if you cut off the top of a carrot, right? And like the carrot green is like exposed and it'll grow, right? But the carrot part doesn't grow back, which is what I thought would happen. But that's not what happens. The only way to get a carrot is if you plant the seeds. It's not like you can cut a carrot off and then like it duplicates. It's not like potatoes, I don't know. I tried planting potatoes, but they just rotted in the pot outside. Probably because I forgot to water them. That was a long time ago. And then, what's it called? I took some cuttings of a pothos plant, also called like devil's ivy. I like devil's ivy better. Like this is just a cooler name, the devil's ivy. I don't know why it's called the devil's ivy though. Like why is it the devil? I thought that like the leaves look like hearts. Anyways, they're soaking in like jars right now. And then I also took like 2 small containers, and I just happened to have to, and by I mean my dad happened to have 2 like sacks of corn. Why do I want to say corn? Grass. Jeez, grass seeds. And they're 2 different brands. And I'm like, hey, we're doing science, and I might as well like test which one of these grows better. So I put like, they're very small. They're like, 4-inch diameter, tiny little dishes that I put a tiny bit of potting soil in, a couple of seeds, a couple of grass seeds, and hey, put them on the bright windowsill. Apparently you're supposed to water it 2 times a day, which is like, I don't know how a plant can be so water hungry. Water it 2 times a day. That's just ridiculous. I don't know. Also, a new Polyphia single came out this week. I'm not sure which day, but like every time I listen to it, it gets more and more catchy to me. It's called ABC. I don't know. Like I got into Polyphia a week or 2 ago. I'm trying to get other people into it. It's a really great band. It's like practically 75% of what I listen to, except for like when I'm playing lo-fi or something. But like, yeah. Cool song. You should listen to it. Also, I described this on the previous episode, but there's like a story about a Wii that was at my school, and it was like Thursday we played it. Friday they discovered that we had like snipped the cable ties, so they put a lock on, and then Monday I think it was, or I'm not sure what day, but the Wii was gone. Someone had found out and they removed the Wii, which is a big sad moment. However, that entire week I was doing homework, like the quintessential studious astute student I was. No, it was because I was so behind on homework. But yeah, I couldn't play the Wii that week, and also because the Wii was gone. But hey, at least I got a good story out of it, like 2 times, once, twice, yeah. Anyways, I don't know how I've been rambling on for like 15 minutes, but let's get to the part of the podcast where we talk about the meat and potatoes. Wait, what? Let's get to the meat and potatoes of the podcast. We're not talking about meat and potatoes this week. Now, normally we don't talk about video games in this segment because like the entire first segment is like dedicated to us catching up and talking about video games. But I couldn't resist because I had no ideas for like 2 days. And then all of a sudden, literally 3 hours before recording this, I had the idea of throwing out my ideas for Town Hall 15 in Clash of Clans. So, hey, crank that out real quick. And now we're doing it. Plus, my co-host is like quite Clash of Clans at Town Hall 2, so he wouldn't be interested in it anyway, which gives me the perfect opportunity. Now, the reason that this was such a good idea is because Town Hall 12 came out in June of 2018, Town Hall 13 came out in December 2019, Town Hall 14 came out April 2023, so Town Hall 15, I'm predicting it comes out anywhere from October to December of 2024. Wait, 2022. My notes are weird. Yeah, this year, October to December, it seems like each year and a half they release a new Town Hall and they, release the people into going and figuring out how to max that. Currently, I'm a Town Hall 13. I'm probably like 30% of the way through, which means that if they release it like this year, I will be behind by 2 Town Halls, which will make me very sad, especially because I'm a Gold Pass user. Now, the moment that I decided that I would play Clash of Clans like regularly was 10th grade summer. And I was like, this is something that I want to do regularly because it's fun now. And I got back into it because I took a little bit of a hiatus. And that is true. I've been playing it consistently. And I calculated that at the rate that I was going, I would probably max sometime in college. And I was hoping that I could do it like freshman year, because I knew that there would be a new Town Hall level released before I could max to Town Hall 14, which means that I would have to max Town Hall 15. But now I might even have to max Town Hall 16, which makes me very... The fact that I'm even saying Town Hall 16 is just, it blows my mind. But yeah, hopefully like freshman or sophomore year of... I'm a senior in high school, by the way. Freshman or sophomore year of high school, of college, I can get that figured out. Because I really want to be maxed so that I can, like, enjoy the game without having, like, my heroes aren't down, so I can, like, war, and I can donate, and I can just do all the fun things, all the fun things of being maxed. I never know that feeling, though. Jeez, it hurts. Anyways, let's get into the ideas that I have. First of all, I'm very worried about the progression of prices and time, but mostly time, because imagine like 3-week upgrades. Like, you put your builder down and, okay, not in that way. You put a building down for upgrade and you can't use that builder for 3 weeks. But you don't have to imagine that, because I just did like a quick search. Eagle Artillery upgraded at Town Hall 14 literally takes 20 days, which is like essentially 3 weeks. So like, I really don't want to get to the place where we're at 1 month long upgrades. Like, that's just blows my mind that could even happen. I don't know. I don't want to I don't want to be sitting there for a month. But we do know that Supercell, like, every time they release a new Town Hall, they like lower the prices of upgrading literally everything else, which is going to make everyone's lives significantly easier. So hopefully that happens. Really, really hope that happens. Anyways, let's talk about a potential theme for what this Town Hall 15 could be. And I was thinking, I predicted now, and hey, you can come back to this video, you can fact check me. If you're watching on YouTube, go leave a comment, tell me how accurate was I. But since I'm predicting that that Town Hall 15 is coming out in October to December, I think it's going to be an autumn themed one or a fall themed one with like golden highlights. I'm going to explain. First of all, we have Town Hall 13's winter, and I don't think we're going to get another winter one. And the jungle one was Town Hall 14 is jungle, and it released in April, which is like near the summer, and it's hot in the summer, and it's also hot in the jungle. So I could see how that goes on, right? But the fact that it could be like October, November-ish time period, you know, like Thanksgiving-ish, fall, autumn season, perfect time to have like this nice red, orange, yellow themed like town hall, and of course the entire rest of the village, and the golden part too, where they like the secondary color in my opinion would be gold, because I don't know, it's like sometimes you see like golden leaves around that time of year as like decorations, and I feel like the color gold goes very well with autumn colors. Let me know if I'm crazy, but I feel like it does, right? Anyways, that's what I'm predicting, and I think the designs for that could just be so sick. And I'm excited to see like an autumn themed Town Hall 15. Bring it to us, Supercell. Next up, we're talking about the Giga weapon that is hidden inside of the Town Hall until the Town Hall receives damage or 51% or more of the village is destroyed. I don't know why. You know what? It sounds like, bruh. I sound so nerdy when I say that. Anyways, so what I'm thinking is the Giga Scatter Shot. So, what? Town Hall 12 is Giga Tesla. Town Hall 13 and 14 is Giga Inferno. And I think not the natural next step, because it could be like Giga Eagle Artillery, but like I feel like it would be very annoying to fight two Eagle artilleries. And plus the Tesla and the Inferno can target both air and ground, and so can the Scatter Shot. So I'm thinking Giga Scatter Shot. And maybe just has like a fast rate of fire, or can like or does just like devastating damage or something. But like the Scatter Shot already does devastating amounts of damage. Anyways, there's always like a bomb that explodes once the Town Hall is destroyed. It's the Giga Bomb at Town Hall 12, the Freeze Bomb at Town Hall 13, and the Poison Bomb at Town Hall 14. So I'm thinking Town Hall 15, you got the Scatter Shot theme, and you have a big bundle of rocks bomb. Okay, that sounds very anticlimactic, but it's like in the clan capital when the mountain golem dies, it gives like these giant, it breaks into these massive boulders, and they go in all of the directions, and they roll over absolutely everything. They do so much damage to the buildings. And I'm thinking, what if you could do that same like concept, right? Like the Scatter Shot hurls these big sacks of rocks at the enemy, so you just have like, you know, like the Giga Bomb is literally a big sack of rocks that goes in all of the directions and does a bunch of damage. I do have an alternative though for the Giga weapon, and I was thinking the Giga X-Bow could also be a thing. I feel like the X-Bow does like super fast shots, but each shot doesn't do a lot of damage. So I'm thinking you do for Giga X-Bow, you do or you could call it Giga Bow. That would be cool too. I feel like Giga X-Bow is too much. Giga Bow sounds better, but it just fires like very quickly, but it also does like more damage than like a normal X-Bow, of course. But I'm going to leave a poll on the Spotify version of this podcast. Would you rather see the Giga Scatter Shot or the Giga X-Bow at Town Hall 15? What do you think is cooler? Leave your comments down below if you're watching on YouTube too, or anywhere else. Now, I feel like each new Town Hall usually has a new defense. I'm trying to think the Town Hall 12 what the new defense was, but I know Town Hall 13, Scatter Shot, Town Hall 14, Battle Builder Hut, and I'm thinking may sound kind of lame, but you know, April they released Clan Capital, and there's some pretty darn new stuff there. It's like new concepts like the blast bow. Wait, no, the blast bow is just like a big scatter shot. I just realized it's not very unique. But the rocket artillery is kind of cool. It's like a ginormous mortar in a way. But can it target air? No, yeah, it can target air. It can target air. Anyways, the new defense, they could either... Here's what I'm thinking. They either pulled like the blast bow, although it's just a scatter shot. They either pull the rocket artillery from the clan capital and they just do it in the main village. I feel like, but it's like too, you know, similar to what they have in the clan capital. Also, it's not very new. We have mortars, we have air defense, right? We don't need a rocket artillery. But I'm thinking, I've two crazy ideas. Either the villagers, like, you know, the villagers that clap 5 times at the trees, if you ever, like, you know, zoom into your village. We've all done it once, right? The villagers operate these trebuchets of fire spirits on the collectors. So like I'm reading my notes and I'm thinking like, what was I on? Listen, people, it's been a long day. But the villagers will protect the collectors by using trebuchets, of course, because they are the best medieval weapon. They will hurl fire spirits. And it's kind of like the flame flinger, but it's like the villagers operate it. And it's like kind of like how the builder huts served no purpose until the battle builder huts came, and then now it's like the same with the collectors. You like have these weapons on the collectors. I would say that's my second choice though, and I'm really liking this first idea right here, a battle spell factory. And I think this would be super cool. It's kind of like CC spells. It's like, imagine, you know, your spell factory gets activated, you know, like as soon as the attack begins, and they start brewing up like pretty small, pretty weak potions, things like skeleton potions, bat potions, poison potions, just to like slow down your attack, but like definitely not regular strength, because that would make the game very not fun, and that would be very incredibly OP. Like even small little frost spells or freeze spells, zaps too, and maybe you could even like set like, okay, I can only make 2 spells, or I can make like 3 different kinds of spells. And it's like, it goes up, like you can only make 1 spell at level 1, or like 2 spells. Anyways, geez, I'm going on forever about this, but while your village is on defense, it'll automatically sort of like, I don't know, maybe like the trebuchet idea, they like fling over the spells to wherever they're needed the most. I don't know, Archer Queen's like shooting a wall, so, you know, as she always is, Archer Queen's shooting a wall, she's not too much of a threat, but, you know, the hybrid is, you know, careening through the X-bow compartment, so we drop a poison on them or something. That would just be cool to see. I feel like also every town hall has a new thing, whether or not that's a hero or just like a new thing. I don't know how to explain it. Like town hall, what is it? Jeez. Town Hall 13 had the new hero, of course, and then Town Hall 14 had pets, which is like the new thing, right? So I'm thinking the new thing for Town Hall 15, and now I'm thinking of it, Town Hall 15 is like every odd town hall they introduce a hero, right? So Town Hall 15 is going to be a new hero. We might not have like a new thing, right? But anyways, here's my idea for a thing. We get these things called perks that, I mean, I named it perks, but here's what it is. They're like 2 customizable buffs that you can get, one for attacking and one for defending. And you spend your resources to craft these things. And I was thinking examples could be like, I don't know, all troops deal 5% more damage on attack. Or, you know, all buildings have 5% more HP on defense. And it's like, you can craft multiple, but you can choose which one you want to use on attack and defense. You can only use one at a time, but you can like upgrade all of them, and you can max them out and, you know, sort of adapt to the battlefield. Or it could be like specifically, you know, I feel like troop-specific ones would be a little too OP, like Hog Riders do 10% more damage. That would be like too OP. You got to find some way to balance that. I was thinking a really cool perk would be you get to choose where your heroes go. So it's like there's like a special button when you have this perk equipped where you can tap on your Barb King and like send them to a specific building. I feel like that would be like, there's definitely ways that you need to balance this, otherwise it would like throw the balance off completely. But I'm feeling like, hey, listen, I'm not very good at funneling and stuff like that, right? But like, hey, it would be really cool if we don't have to rely on the AI. And I feel like that gives, like, in a way, yeah, funneling takes skill, but it would be even more skill to control exactly where the heroes go, especially if you're trying to manage 5 heroes. That'd be a lot, which means that perk would have a huge, very high skill ceiling. So it'd be easy to learn, difficult to master, So that's my new idea for perks at Town Hall 15 is like the new Town Hall 15 thing, craftable buffs that you can use, one on attack and one on defense, and gives a little bit more spice. Now I'm thinking we're definitely gonna get a new hero, right? And like, yeah, I'll eat my words if we don't, but like, hey, every 2 Town Hall levels we get a new hero. So yeah, we're getting a new hero. It would be very surprising if we didn't. And I would hate for them to break that streak too, because it's so perfect. It's every 2 Town Hall levels. New hero, I'm thinking Battle Angel. So yeah, kind of took inspiration from Overwatch. Nah, just kidding. I kind of completely copied this from Overwatch. But hey, I'm like, I love these things where you're gonna have crossovers, and I think it's just a cool idea. So it's like Mercy from Overwatch. Just imagine that. Sort of low HP hero, but very versatile. They can heal, damage boost, and also shoot things, or like whack things. Buildings, not things. Well, she can whack buildings and other people. Or shoot buildings and other people. Jeez. That would be, once again, another very high skill ceiling thing where you have to you already have more than enough to manage when you're doing an attack at that level. But if you're trying to like figure out how to damage boost and heal, you know what, maybe just like switch between healing and shooting things, right? Maybe like bind her to a specific hero, or like, you could choose where, or like whom exactly she heals. Oh yeah, it's getting serious because I pulled out the whom. I just think it's a cool idea. Hopefully I don't sound lame for just like ripping it straight out of Overwatch, but I thought, listen, Supercell, don't listen to me, okay? Have your own original ideas. I just think this would be a cool concept to see in the game. I'm gonna guess that they're also going to give us a new pet at Town Hall 15, because if we get a new hero, we'd have 5 heroes and 4 pets, so that 1 hero would be petless, which would, I don't like that, right? So I think, like, keep it nice and organized, nice and perfect. They add another pet, and they call it Big Papa. Yeah. So it's like a dragon. What? We have 2 ground pets. No, we have 3 ground pets, 1 air pet. I'm thinking we even it out with another air pet. And listen, all I said here was dragon. I'm not exactly like, hey, it's 11:20 p.m. I haven't slept in a couple of hours. You know what? We'll think about this dragon's, we'll think about Big Papa's abilities right now. What makes it so special about this dragon? Like, we have dragons, electro dragons, super dragons, baby dragons, inferno, baby dragons, dragon riders. What is a new concept that we could bring to the table here? Okay, I just got an idea. What if you could charge up its attack just by pressing and holding like its icon? So yeah, like okay, of course I think of something that makes it even more difficult to attack. But this gives you control over how much damage you can do. It's like you load up an attack, absolutely send it on a single building, like just wreck the entire town hall. Not like one-shot capability, I want to say, but like also have it so that, if it's all charged up and it's not attacking something, the attack loses strength. And then it eventually decays to 0 if you don't hit anything, and then you have to like recharge it. Then it wouldn't be too OP, but it's just like one more button, right? Like, hey, we can handle that, right? I'm not going to go over a new troop or a new siege machine, even though we'll probably get those two later. Although I'm thinking like even if they release Town Hall 15, they usually don't release it with the new troop and the new siege machine yet. That comes in an update like either 6 months or a year later. So hey, you know, we can do like a Town Hall 15 review once it comes out and then speculate what the new troop and siege machine was. And to like be perfectly honest, I didn't come up with anything. So we're gonna move right on to the spell right here. And what I came up with was the armor spell. So it's gonna be kind of like a buff debuff thing where it makes your troops extremely tough, but they also move very slow. And I'm thinking it doesn't give them any extra damage. It's just armor, you know. They have like a little bit of a like a glow on them, so that you know that they're being armored. And I'd say, you know what, radius is gonna be. Ooh, I want to say like between the radius of the poison and the rage spell. That's what I think the radius should be. Of course, it has to be like a useful spell. So like they're going to move slowly, but if they're going to be very, very tough to kill during that time. Like not warden ability tough. I want to say like maybe, how about this? Like, you know, reduce 75% of the damage at max level, but also make them move, like a third slower, 33% slower. I'm just throwing out those numbers. Hey, listen, I don't balance games in my free time, okay? I play games in my free time, so like, you know, go tweak those numbers. But hey, you know, if you come up with a new troop or siege machine that sounds cool, drop it down in the comments down below and let me know what you think about my ideas, because it's just one crazy man talking to himself in his bedroom, you know, what do I know? But anyways, those were all of my speculations for Town Hall 15. You know what? I'll do my special Clash of Clans announcer voice. So here it is, the Town Hall 15 update. Town Hall 15. Discover the new Autumn Town Hall. This is not going well already. Explore the devastating Giga Scattershot that doesn't go down without a fight. See the Battle Spell Factory in action. Use perks to upgrade your attacking and defending capability. The Battle Angel joins the game as the 5th hero, along with a new pet, Big Papa, the dragon. I think that was just about the worst impression I've ever done, but I'm already over time on this episode, so hey, I'm gonna go edit this and go to bed. But thank you all for listening and watching, if you're doing that. And hey, we'll see you next week. As always, don't wear the lynx skin.